When I was a child, my father made up words for a lot of things. And he would sit and admire my hands. And he would say, these are wingers. These are wingers. They will take you far. They will serve you well. Take good care of them. And I had little stubby hands, and I still do. But he loved them, and he told me they were beautiful. And they have served me well. And he would be the right one to know, because my father used his hands to make beautiful lettering. He would make signs and scrolls and words with shadows on them. My father was a sign painter. In fact, his great goal in life, he stated to us kids, was to make a perfect O, to paint a perfect O. And I believe in his lifetime he did. I believe he accomplished that. So it was with great horror and chagrin about 2 years ago when my hands started to ache and get stiff and be painful. Because I was an artist and I did lettering and I did calligraphy and they had served me well, my wingers. But my wingers hurt. And I thought, oh, this could be a problem. Let's see, my mother has arthritis, my father had arthritis, my sister has arthritis, my grandparents had arthritis. I will not have arthritis. I said, no. So I went to the doctor and said, what's wrong with my hands? And she said, you have arthritis. And I said to myself, no, you don't. And because I do what I do for a living, which is talk to myself and my clients with positive imagery, I said, I will find a way out of arthritis. So I asked around and did some research, and everyone said, oh yeah, you just have to eat better. You get this book called Cure Arthritis Today. And I got the book, and I opened it up, and it was filled with wisdom, and I could just cure arthritis. I just had to have, let's see, no meat, no wheat, no sweets, no sugar, no caffeine, no alcohol, and like basically that's a list of my favorite foods. I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. I really will, but I was hating it big, but I wanted my wingers back. And that very same day, filled with my I can't do anything and eat anything, I saw a book on my shelf that had been there for 20 years. I bought it in my 40s, and it was called The Ageless Body. I was like, when I was 40, I opened it and closed it. It was like meaningless. I opened it at 63, and it was the greatest book ever. Every paragraph spoke to me. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. And there, on page 10, I'll say, was the most remarkable story. It said, it is understood that Jesus healed the sick by regarding them at the atomic level. That he would see down to the atoms where the electrons were spinning incorrectly, and he would balance the electrons. And as a medical healing imagery person, I was like, I never heard that one before. I'm going to try it. And that very night, I went into a deep meditation, as was described in my book, and I laid there and I imagined I was diving down to the atoms of my hands, which made my hands feel very spacious. It was like outer space, and my hands got bigger and bigger, and I dove in and I said, let the electrons spin correctly. Let's balance those electrons. And for good measure, I asked Jesus to help. So between me and Jesus, we had a really good meditation. My hands started tingling and getting very warm, and I fell asleep. Woke up, my wingers were well. There was no pain, there was no aches, there was no shooting pains. I was like, whoa, that worked. That was good. This is really good stuff. I thank you, thank you, thank you. But 3 days later, the pain came back. I was like, oh, wow, I'm doomed. It's over. It didn't work. I have arthritis. But I thought, well, it worked once. Why not try it again? And that's when I did one more beautiful meditation opening up those atoms and saying, please spin correctly. Those giant, spacious hands, and Jesus helping. And once again, I woke up pain-free. And I will tell you one thing. It's now 2 years. And my wingers